Welcome back to Talk to Me, the podcast with Maddie
and Mel. Today we're going to actually meet our producer, Josh. He's going to tell us a lot about, what he's done in the media world and how he's gotten involved in our podcast. And more importantly, he's going to share his relationships with his family, with the rest of you. So please enjoy and learn more about the people that makes this happen. Thank you.
Welcome back to Talk to Me,
the podcast.
Today, we have a special visitor. We love and appreciate him. And today we have Josh, our producer.
Of the famous Talk to Me podcast.
Yeah, we're famous now, guys.
Yes, you are.
So, Josh.
So, well, before we get started, I forgot, I have the mic right here. I have mic. So, both of you are like all the professional ones. So, can we get a update on Burger King Boy? Because we've been dying to know what's been happening.
Oh, so Maddie, have you grown a pair and talked to him yet?
Ooh.
Oh! No. But we figured out his name. So, please never find podcast Burger King Boy. But we're gonna say his name. We don't have a last name, so don't worry. He has a really basic name.
So we went through the Burger King drive-thru because our lovely producer was starving because he's been working all day long on multiple media projects, and his assistant Eden, who's just super fab. And so we went to Burger King and we're like, hey, maybe Burger King Boy is going to be there. And he was doing the drive-thru. So I go, Maddie, that's Burger King Boy. And she's like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because she didn't want me to say anything. So I asked him, I go, how old do you have to be to work here?
I literally, while she was talking, I was like, no, my brother's here. And he could verify that I was going, no.
And of course, I don't listen to anything she says anyway.
Exactly.
So I found out he's 16. He works full-time for Burger King.
Bro works full-time and makes $800
a week. So
Bro's bringing in the cash.
He should have a car. He should be able to have enough gas money to run over and see Maddie. But now Burger King Boy might be a thing of the past for Madison. So she might be moving past Burger King Boy.
Oh, yeah, there's a guy I'm talking to right now. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not saying his name because if he finds out about this podcast, I'm going to be ruined. I'm going to be ruined.
No, what's his name?
No, we can't say his name.
We cannot say his name.
We can't say his name.
We cannot say his name.
Is he blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Okay.
Okay, but...
Is he a musician?
No. Okay, stop. You're gonna like it. He's gonna figure it out if he finds it. Okay, but Burger King Boy's name. Ready?
1, 2,
3. Zach. His name is Zach.
Not Harry.
Not Harry. Not Mike. Zach.
So Burger King Boy might still be in the picture a little bit. We have to kind of wait and see how many more times we can go through the drive-thru and see if he's there to see if Maddie's still got this thing for him.
I don't got my W-Riz anymore, guys. I'm using it on someone else.
So, yep. She only has so much charisma and charm to spare, so.
Actually, I have a lot. It's just I'm focusing all on one person.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was our update on Burger King Boy.
Nice.
He'll probably be my side hustle or something.
Your side dude?
The backup plan.
Exactly. He's my if this doesn't work out, he's my backup. I got this.
I bet you do. All right, cool. So, why am I here? What's going on?
Well, I want to just learn more about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the world out there of who you are. And
yeah, tell us everything.
Tell us your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Something you've never told anyone before.
Yeah, things you hide under your mattress, those types of things.
Oh. Okay, guys,
not
that.
Family-friendly oriented podcast.
Not
okay.
that.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going into that now.
Oh.
So as they know, and you guys, this is the first time being on camera, I believe, for you two. I am their producer for the Talk to Me podcast.
Oh, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Talk to Me, the podcast. And also, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you can get more of our videos. Okay, back to it. Sorry.
Good job. He's
teaching her well.
She's doing a great job. Great job. So I'm Joshua. I am helping to produce this beautiful podcast. I have a lot of faith in this because there are not a lot of family-oriented podcasts that are talking to family members about family-oriented situations, bringing people together, relationships, those things like that. Like a lot of people, like they talk. They talk. A lot of podcasts. They go all into like some weird stuff. And this podcast, I think it's going to bring a lot of people together. I think that. You guys' relationship as mother and daughter.
No, I was just gonna.
There's a handshake.
I know, I was a handshake.
I believe you guys' relationship as mother and daughter, talking about real life situations, us watching you guys grow up in a business environment, in a family environment, that's really cool, and we don't get to see that, and so I think with the right push and with the right...
he looked at you when he said that. I just want you to know that.
I know.
I think he was calling you out.
With the people who are going to be posting at the right time.
There's a call out from Madison right there.
I think that both of you have such an incredible story, and what you guys want and like the vision for what you guys have here is so pure that good things always end up like doing good. People who have good ideas always end up winning. It doesn't matter how long, they always end up winning.
We're gonna win.
Well, we were the first, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're the first out there. And to be the first is normally like the biggest, it's a huge, being ahead of the game type of thing.
You're the what is it called? What's the word? You are like the path. Yes, but you're setting you're setting a path, and so there are a lot of people. Like let's say a dad and a son try and make a podcast because they saw your mom and a daughter podcast, right? Well, somebody had to mess up first. Somebody had to try things first. Somebody had to paving the way is correct, but like somebody had to do all of these things before somebody else could make it look better. So yes, So we're looking through like this looking glass of like watching you guys make this thing come to be, and we're trying things. Some things aren't working, some things are working, so we pivot. But other people are going to be following what you're doing because this is the first time that somebody's doing this.
Well, you have a 15-year-old that is willing to get in front of a camera. Obviously, she's super shy, and it's very difficult for her to do so.
It really is. Yeah.
Super, I know. We have to draw this out of her every time. It's so much of a chore. So
nobody can see the little string that we have on her little pinky toe, and every time we needed to do something,
we just pull it.
Go ahead.
So I can see where definitely that just in itself is a very difficult thing to recreate, just because a lot of children or kids or young adults, I'll say young adult, are not willing to do this. So I think, that's definitely...
I think even she, whenever we started, she was very apprehensive to be in front of the camera. She
wouldn't tell anybody we were doing it.
And then now, like, you are the star of the show. Like, you are the entertainment here. Oh, yeah. Yes, you are the star.
We should award our podcast number 2 podcaster shirts. Oh, we forgot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we didn't wear them.
Oh, so
I want to be comfy. I'm sorry.
They showed me. So first off, they have the Talk to Me merch, and they have this already out the first round. So that way, anybody who wants to get some Talk to Me merch can to support this channel.
Go to talktomethepodcast.com. There's a website for it, and also you can see my mom's beautiful book.
It'll be available in a couple months. It's just in the finishing stages.
You
Soon
can also
you'll
find
be able
our
to see.
merch.
Soon.
Yeah,
Coming soon.
Is the merch on there?
The merch is gonna be on there. There's gonna be t-shirts, hoodies, and tank tops, which is what I'm wearing. They're all very comfortable. You can work out in them. You can do anything in them.
Honestly, the best t-shirt I've ever
It is
owned.
really comfy.
They're super comfortable. The hoodies are amazing.
Yeah, and
So-
I'm going to be taking the lady that is doing, or the company that's doing it for her, and I want it for my media company. So yeah, it's.
But what I
really
was
good.
saying is we got actually the hoodies, and one of them says podcaster number 1,
Yeah.
and mine
Which is
says
me.
podcaster
It was really
number
cute.
2.
Because I'm number 1.
So
Whichever one is number 1 and number 2, they're really cute, and so
I'm number 1.
Sure.
She's number 2. I got the gold medal. She got the silver.
She bore you, but whatever.
yeah,
But,
I got the medal first, I guess.
I mean, you drive us here.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So now, you've created this whole media company, which is so amazing. I don't know if you want to share a little bit of that story of how old you are and what you've already accomplished, and and kind of where your media company's heading, because it's amazing. His product. I mean, obviously you get to see this product, but his product overall, from photography to videos to
Very nice.
actually doing music videos and things like that and shoots. It's
Okay.
amazing.
For the, NFL, right?
the Super Bowl.
Super
Right,
Bowl.
for the Super Bowl. He filmed for the Super Bowl, guys. Who does
Yeah,
that?
who gets those kind of contracts? Our media company, obviously.
Exactly.
So, Josh, tell the world a little bit about your media company.
So I own Five Flash Media, and
They'll be linked below.
Yes,
Thank you.
they will.
Thank you. So yeah, I had this desire. I didn't know where it was going to go whenever I started, but the whole premise of it, or the vision, was I wanted to be better than most of the men, and I'm just going to call out men here, but I wanted to.
Don't worry, we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Including Alex.
Exactly.
Hi, Alex. He's here today. This is probably well, no, this is the first time, right?
First time.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
time.
For my youngest son.
The
to
one we
join
bullied
us.
about going to Nobu. Yeah, we
$800.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah, you do. So I started out Five Flash Media with the desire to produce good content, to do good photos and videos, better than most men who try and disrespect or hurt women. Let's just say that in like the simplest sense. And so I thought, well, if I like art and I know how to do these kinds of things, then I think it'd be smart for me to just do it because I have no desire to hurt women the way that these other men do.
And by her, you mean to display them in a inappropriate manner, or
not just
use
that,
them
like literally do physical harm to them.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay, let's put it in this scenario. Imagine Maddie
Yeah.
is she just hit puberty. She's looking for somebody she's feeling happy about how she looks, and she overhears that some people are doing these sexy photos, and she feels like she wants to try doing sexy photos.
I can do that myself.
Yes, you can. But
I'm joking, guys. That's never gonna happen.
but imagine a couple years ago when there wasn't a whole lot of like policing of this stuff. Younger girls going to older guys who have cameras and have quote unquote businesses, and asking them for these sexy photos or to make themselves look and feel pretty. And all of a sudden, one of them gets locked up in a hotel room.
Oh my gosh.
And now they are in a boatload of pain, emotionally, mentally.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of trauma.
That's awful. Oh my
Ew.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
And imagine, and maybe they didn't even want sexy photos. Maybe they just wanted some headshots. Maybe they wanted it doesn't matter. Like, it didn't really matter at the time, and it still happens, but it's talked about less. And so my whole thing was I didn't want I didn't want my friends to be involved in that. And so I thought it would be a good idea if I didn't have those, I didn't want to hurt anybody. I just wanted to give them good stuff, and they kept going to other people and not giving me the opportunity. So I'm like, well, fine, give me the opportunity and I won't do bad things to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that difficult. Yeah, right.
And so I started off there. People liked my work. It started from regular photos to then videos and then commercials and then working with bars, restaurants, barbershops, and then weddings and now everything else, now podcasts. And
podcasts, music videos.
All of that. And so it came from the
Events.
premise of just wanting people to not be in harm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, we reached out to you because I just knew how talented you were as a photographer. I knew that, you were doing podcasts, and I just always have trusted you and have cared about you. And I just thought, okay, if there's anyone who's going to tell me if this is actually something we should do or should not do, it would be you, because I knew you'd be honest with me.
I would
And
have
tell
told you
me
if it sucked or not.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, that's what you need in a person that you trust in, is a person who's going to tell you the truth, whether it's something you want to hear or not. And he actually thought it was a really great idea, and he really supported it from the beginning. And we just really thank you and Five Flash Media, because you're making this all happen. You're making all of these things happen. And now my book, Unacceptable Lives, is going to be published in a couple months, and was our reason for starting the podcast. And I have to tell you, I probably would not have moved as quickly as I have, taking care of the publishing of the book, without your prompting through the podcast and going, hey, you want to put this out, you got to, get things moving forward. And it's hard sometimes, even though you have a dream and you can see it in front of you, sometimes it's hard to do the hard work to get there.
Yeah.
Because there's always another reason or an excuse why you don't go forward. And so for you, you're kind of that little bird on my shoulder going, hey, you know what? This needs to happen. We can make this happen anytime, but this is, what we need to have to move forward.
You had in that moment, you had everything. You had, you'd already written the book. For the most part, it still needs to get, edited and all this stuff. And you're already on that. So you already had the book. You already had the, obviously, life experience for talking about something like this. You had the daughter
who was willing.
Yeah, who was willing to be on a podcast like this. And you have the business experience, the not just the business experience, but you also have a network of people that you it takes a long time to build something like that. And so it really wasn't a lot. If you had a shit idea, then it wouldn't have worked. But because you didn't have a social media following.
None.
Yeah.
Literally, I didn't even do Facebook, really.
I have a following. I have almost 300, I think.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how much I have, to be honest. I have
Good job.
Yay, I know numbers.
But the thing is, and the thing is, you literally had everything that you needed. You just needed to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And
that's all you see.
And because we have the team, Eden is the one cutting up all the clips for you.
We love Eden.
You have Janae's not here right now, but she's the one who usually does the producing.
Even though Danae's not here, we love you.
Yes, we
She's
love you.
Amazing.
Thank you,
we love you, Eden.
I love you too.
Big hearts, big hearts.
Danae. And so, because I already had the infrastructure to set for everything like that, I just needed both of you to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And so, what's up?
Sorry, I keep distracting.
Oh no, you're fine. And that's pretty much it, because I won't go into everything else that I'll stick to what I wanted to talk about here, is that you guys have such a rich relationship. You have done such a good job, and you've done a good job now.
I know.
Because
what's
remember,
tomorrow gonna be?
Yeah, exactly. Like you,
That's the scary part, guys.
like you have, like you've had multiple experiences with different children,
Oh, yeah.
and so if I can like side quest this here, so in the book that you're writing, like this is the whole premise of why we have this podcast,
Right.
is to bring out the relationship between you two.
Yes.
Because why? Because you wrote a book, and give me like a 30-second synopsis of what the book is, so that way they understand why we're doing this.
The book, so I've told you guys multiple times, the reason why I wrote it was because Madison, came to me so late in life. I was 38 when I had her, and I just wanted to leave something as a legacy for her, to always have something to turn to so she can know kind of how I felt about certain things and things like that. So in the book, the person Madison, which I know, right? I should have picked a different name, but she goes through her own trauma in her town, and has a lot of people, gossiping and saying things about her, and she reaches out to another person who had that same experience and finds out that this person had a rich and fulfilled life and a beautiful life, and it would have been better had none of those conjectures and innuendos been made against her. And she learns just through the relationship of these two people of how you can take their relationship and share that with other people and have them now understand what the real truth is in their story. Because that's what it is all about, is getting your truth out there of what your story is. Anybody can drive by a house and think about what they know, what's going on behind closed doors. It takes someone to stop, walk through the door, and I'm not telling people to do this because that would be weird.
Yeah, just like knock on someone's door and they open it and you're just like, let me in.
Metaphorically, you have to stop and walk through that front door to really understand who the people are behind that door and what's really going on, and to really learn what their story is. And I think that a lot of times, especially in this day and age, people just label people. They take and they say that they might be a certain way, or think that they have this certain negative aurora around them, that type of thing. And if they just took a few minutes and learned who these people truly were, and not just come with this perception that they already know who they are, they would have a much better fulfilled life on both ends of it. So it's just kind of a thing that I just wanted Maddie to see some different lifetime situations, through the book, and see how I viewed them and how I would respond to them.
See, that, like, you're essentially giving, like you said it, but you're essentially giving her like wisdom to keep with her forever, and like that is really, that's pretty cool. That you did that in like a book form, because it's like the book, like you have a storyline, you have all these like these crazy things that happen in there, and then but underneath it, like what you really did is like, you're like, here are these bullet points of the things that I really want you to take with you throughout your life, and you're going to be changing at every stage.
Yeah.
But these things will never change.
So you have a younger person, somebody 16, 17-year-old reaching out to an older person, and you're finding out through the story of what the story is of this older person and what she had to go through, and her trials that she had to experience. And you take and you learn just through everybody's experience in the book as they grow, and they all grow as they learn the truth. And that's the other thing about the truth that can be so beautiful. It can help everybody grow and become stronger and look at the world in a different way that is more, it's not just more reality, but it's more acceptance of some of the things that happen. So I don't know. I think it's a really great book, obviously.
And one thing that she's always told me, like, from day one, is to always tell the truth and to never really lie, because lying could get you in, like, a really, like, deep, like, hole, like, and you cannot get out of it. So just always tell the truth, and good things will happen because you tell the truth.
Yeah, and that's honestly, the story goes on to, come full circle, and, and there's a happy ending and there's a not so happy ending to the book. And so, because that's what life is, right? It can be a happy ending for maybe on this side of it, but there's a not so happy ending on this side. So I think it really captures what I would want Maddie to understand if she was ever faced with any of those situations in her life.
And the reason why I asked you to bring that up is because like like you had everything, like you had all of these things, and so the fact that like you guys are here, like this is what I mean, I know we're, it's like the 17th time that we're doing the podcast.
I know, can you believe that?
17, and I really said we'd only do 3.
Well, no, I think you had to do more than 3 to actually be like 90% podcasts don't go beyond 3.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we killed it. We killed it that way for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and I
Yeah, 90%.
and I told.
Damn, we're doing great.
yeah, no, for real.
Eden's over here like, damn, we're doing great.